Alright guys, welcome back to the shop, and as you can see, we've got the bed in here, and as you can also see, there ain't a whole lot of room in here. So I had planned on rigging me up a couple rafters and using this H-frame that's in here, picking this bed up off the trailer frame, the old truck frame here. But I have since changed my mind, because even if I had it on a dolly, it would be so close to try to maneuver this thing around to work on it and paint it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear this thing apart. I'm going to take it completely apart, the bed sides, the header, and the wheel wells, and the bed. And the bed I'm going to end up replacing. So we've got a hole there from about midway up is all rusted out. And you can see all the rust in here. That's rust and dirt. And the back of the bed is in actually really good shape, but I don't think it's worth trying to patch this bed. And just I think it'll take longer to try to cut out half this bed and put new bed panels in than it would be just to replace the whole bed panel. And you can get the whole assembly. Of course, it's aftermarket, so you know how aftermarket parts fit, but the whole assembly is about $400 and something plus shipping. Or I can try to find a good bed somewhere on Craigslist for probably about the same price. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing tore down. I'm gonna keep my eyes open. I've got a little while to the side, but the back side of these bed fenders is pretty rusty. Got a hole right here that I didn't remember. Can't really see it from the side because it's tucked way back in there. But so I'll have to do some work on that. And of course these fender well trims. This piece of trim here, it's unfortunate that it's got a big dent in it, because this is not terribly expensive, but it ain't cheap either. And you got the same piece over here, and it's all dented up too, so I'll probably end up replacing both those aluminum trim pieces there. I'll start with this fender, this bed side here, because I got a lot more room, and we'll figure out how to get this thing off, and then I'll work on the other one. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some spot welds somewhere I'm going to have to get out. I've got a spot weld cutter ordered, but it won't be here till next week. So I guess first thing we can do really is go ahead and get all the bolts out of the front right here. I'll leave this front panel on for right now. I believe it's just bolted on all the way around the top, the back side, and the bottom and the sides, so it shouldn't be no issue to take off once we get the one of the bed sides off. So we got 4 bolts right here. Then we'll go ahead and see if I can get this gas door off here too. And I'm gonna set you up. I don't have my big tripod out here. For some reason I left that to the shop, but I'll get you set up best I can. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is try to see if we can get this this gas door off here. And it looks like it's just got a couple of Torx head bolts that holds this thing on. Let's see what we got. I think I've got a whole set of Torx, but to get in here to it might be a different story. Could be a T25. It's going to be a T30. Or a T27. Let's see what a T30 looks like. T30. Yep, it's going to be a T30. So that's all it's holding that on is those 2 bolts. Stick these bolts back in here. Lose them. 1/2 inch 13mm. I don't know where my 1/2 inch socket is, so got a little bit of Loctite on it. 4 bolts. I'm gonna grab me a bag to put these bolts in. Alright, so got to look around. Definitely come loose up here. Let's look up underneath here and see what we can find underneath. Okay, so right up in here we can see, maybe you can see, there's a bolt here, there's a bolt here, there's a bolt here. There's bolts all the way around this fender well. And then we got this bolt right here on this brace that's got to come off, and this brace is bolted to the bed bottom. So hopefully we'll just take these bolts out all the way around the perimeter and this brace off, and we should be able to get this free if the seam sealer will let us. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all these bolts out, and I'll bring it back. I took off all the bolts around the perimeter, and see there's quite a few of them. And there's a bracket in the back, around the inside of the back. It's gonna look like this right here. And you gotta take these 3 bolts out of it to take it off to get to another bolt. And when I took the light out, pulled the wiring out, T15 will take the Torx heads off the rear tail light, and then the Phillips head screws hold that in, and then you got a 10mm bolt right here that holds the ground on. And there's one more bolt we got to get out. It's kind of hard to get to. It's kind of just in this little cavity. That's got to come off, and I think that's going to do it, except for the seam sealer. I'm going to have to somehow break this seam sealer loose. I'm pretty sure that this post goes with the bedside. Alright, I'm pretty sure. I went ahead and took these out. These were 9/16 bolts, and got that off, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that goes with the bedside, because I don't see any other way. Now this, you can see this right here is welded, and so I don't know. It's definitely tack welded to this back part, and this is part of this post right here. It's also tack welded up here, or spot welded, and if you look up in there, it looks like it's spot welded up in here, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's got to come off, and if it does, let's look inside here, see what we got. We can see right in there it's got some kind of glue or something, but it looks like that was just, it looks like a bolted area, and I can't see anything there. So I may have to grind these spot welds off right here, these 2 spot welds off, and I believe that thing will come off at this point. So I've got to get this other bolt out, and then we'll figure out how we can grind them spot welds off, and hopefully it's just a matter of loosening up. Now there's another row of bolts on the inside of the fender well. I haven't took them off yet, so I don't want the fender wells to come out with the bedsides. The wheel wells, I don't want the wheel wells to come out with the bedsides, so I left them bolted up to the bottom. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my socket, and we'll try to get this one last bolt out right here, and it should do it, other than these 2 spot welds right here. Alright guys, well there's actually 2 bolts in this little cavity here, so I got both of them out. I'm gonna take my 4-inch grinder with a cutoff wheel, and I'm just gonna try to get and cut these 2 spot welds off. And I believe this thing will come free once we do that. I believe it will, other than having to break this seam seal, which is pretty tight on this side over here. So I'm gonna cut this off and we'll see what we can do with it. Alright guys, well I got this cut and I got it broke free, but I believe we got another spot weld on these corners right here. One here, one over here. I've already broke the seam sealer free. That was pretty easy, getting it broke free through there, but right here I can't get this post loose. So look in here. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me find my light. You might see that light in there, it's seeping through. You can see right here where I'm moving my finger. Moving my finger across the seam right here. So I'm pretty sure that's just folded under. And I don't know about the other side. Seam sealer's broke all the way up to here. And I took my screwdriver and dug it out a little bit down through here. It looks like it actually goes below the bed there. But if you look right in here, it looks like it's sitting on top of the bed. See that that little piece there. So I don't know. I don't know if that's part of that there or not. As many screws as they've had in this area right here, I'm pretty sure it's not spot weld underneath. I believe it's just going to be in these corners right here. So I'm going to hit it with the cutoff wheel. And if I get down in the bed part, it ain't going to bother me. I just don't want to get into the post part. Alright guys, we're making a little progress now. It's definitely tack welded here in this right corner right here. You can see, if you look in there, you can see where that tack is right here, and there's another tack. I don't know if you can see it, but there's another tack right here. And I cut, but I couldn't. I cut deep, trying not to cut into this and cut into the bed. But then I had to come back and take a screwdriver and try to break that free, and it didn't want to. This one's still holding a little bit. I think what you can do is actually go on from the inside with a long bit and drill that tack out from the inside. Because it appears that that little plate that's on the inside right here is where the tacks are. And I didn't realize that. But that plate right there, let's shine the light up in here. Yeah, you can't really see it. I believe that plate right there is where the tacks are. So you can see one tack down here in the right hand corner and one tack on the left hand corner. So they must have tacked it through that opening right there, because it sure couldn't see it from this opening. I could tell a little bit right here, but that's about it. I'm hoping once I get this off, I can beat this back straight. Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out something on it. But I still like a little bit getting all the way through, so I'm going to keep working on it. And I believe, I mean, as you can see, the front's about to fall off. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick me a bolt back in the front, just to keep it from this thing from dropping off when I get this freed. Still a little bit of weld right here. I may try to hit this. Let's see if I can get in here. Just ain't really a whole lot of room to get this in here. You about have to go straight in. As you can see, it need a little bit longer. I believe I got this one. This side, this corner's free. I'm going to free this other corner up. We'll have it whooped. That one's going to be the paint. Pretty much just going to have to beat See if that did any good. We just got us freed. There ain't no more on here. I ain't gonna swear that there ain't any more. We still got a little bit of weld left right here. Let's see if I can hit it right there. That got it. I believe that's going to do it right there. Yeah, if it wasn't for those two spot welds, it wouldn't have been bad at all. There she goes. It's quite as damn light as I thought it might be. It's like a big old fender. Now I'll bring you over here, I'll let you look and see what this thing looks like back here at this back post. So the inner fender, it's got to be held on with another row of bolts down through here, and it should come off pretty simple. So right here you can see there's nothing there. The thing slides into this groove, and then we had two spot welds right here and two right here. There's those two bolts I was talking about. These two bolts right here, apparently you have to take them loose. Yes, those two bolts here actually hold this piece in place. So down here where it slides in, you can see that where those two bolts hold this piece here in. Then we had the tack welds right here on the side, and then right here on this post. And the this part here, the seam sealer, it came apart really easy, thankfully, really easy. I'm gonna take this trim off and see. We got some pretty bad corrosion in here. I'm not planning on taking the inner bed off the outer skin. All right in here we definitely got some work to do. You see this thing's just some kind of paint coating or something, it's just peeling off. We're gonna have to replace this right here. Probably, it looks like it's pretty solid back up in here, thankfully. Got a little bit of rust right in here. Not too bad. Not any rust through. Just starting to rust out. It's just starting to rust a little bit here, but I think that can be cleaned up. And the part looks good. Hey, look at there. Spare door key. That's pretty woofed. Hit a spare key in the bed. Wouldn't have thought of that, but anyway. So I'm gonna work on this. Like I said, I don't have room, as you can see. There's no room in here to work on two at one time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this bed out and park it. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, you can see just a series of bolts around the perimeter and those 4 tack welds in the back right there, and take it off. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you have.